registering your domain name. Okay, now I want to take you through the process of registering your domain name. I am here at the popular registrar Godaddy.com, and you saw earlier how I typed in some ideas for domain names. Let's say that I decide that I want to purchase my dog training help. Okay, I'm not saying it's the greatest domain name, just using it as an example. I'm going to go ahead and check it. I'm going to here add and proceed to checkout. Now here is the most important thing you should know about buying a domain name. They're going to try to upsell you about a bazillion extra services. Now you don't have to take them. When I said that a domain name is $9, $10, $11, I meant it. However, they are going to try everything they can to get you to buy more. You do not need it. So I want you to follow along with me as I go about things. First, I'm going to go ahead. I already have a GoDaddy account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign into it. But if you don't have one, you can just go ahead and fill in your information here. In fact, I'm just going to make up information. I'm going to pause and do that. Okay, and if you're at a different registrar, of course the screen's going to look a little different, but the gist is going to be the same. We can see here that from the get-go, they want me to register the domain for 2 years. I'm going to suggest, especially just starting out, you don't need 2 years. 1 year is fine. So go ahead and change it to 1 year. Sometimes I've even seen them have it be at 5 years by default. So make sure that you check this stuff. It stinks that they're going to be a little deceptive like this, but that's how they are. Mike Jones, that's the name that I made up, for this video. So, okay, domains in this order. You can hit this just to see. There it is, my dog training help. Contact information, which is what I filled out in the last step. Okay, do you want your domain to be certified? I would not worry about that, uncertified. Add hosting to your domain. Okay, in a later video series, we're going to talk about hosting. If you want, you can have your hosting through GoDaddy too. It is going to make things easier to have the hosting and the domain under the same roof. However, you're not necessarily going to get the best pricing. So keep that in mind. The videos are going to take you step through step on how to work with, domain register to GoDaddy and then hosting to somebody else. So I won't worry too much about that. I'm not going to check on any of that. They ask if you want private registration, meaning that by general, whenever you register a domain name, anybody can go and see who the domain name is registered to, kind of like a car or a house. If you want to, you can have your domain registration be private, meaning nobody can see it. You can do that if you want. Of course, it costs money. Surprise, surprise. But I don't think it's necessary, unless you have something to hide. And if you're creating a business for yourself online, it's not always the best idea to hide something. So there's additional things here. Again, you don't need any of it. This extra stuff here. I just go ahead and I say, no thanks, I'm ready to check out. Please stop trying to sell me stuff, because if you don't, they're going to try to sell you even more stuff. Okay, now, review the shopping cart. Here we are. Actually, somehow I got 2 in there. Oh, sorry, just 1. They're trying to trick me again, because they're saying, hey, you know what? You're getting the .com. Why don't you get the .org and the .net too? So if you have a business, absolutely, I would go ahead and I would register the .org and the .net and even the .info, because you don't want your competitor registering the .net. But if you're just starting out and you're creating a site, to promote a dog training offer, I would not worry about it. Even if they're going to give you a discount, it's not really a deal, trust me. Okay, so there it is. This is just going to cost me a little under $11. And then I can pay with my credit card. I can also pay with PayPal, which is pretty cool. That's how I do it. And then you can also, you just need to agree to the terms of service. And then you hit continue with checkout, and then you pay for it, and that's it. It's yours. Now, by default, after you purchase it, your domain is going to be, it's called parked at GoDaddy, because you see your domain is the way people find you. When people come to your domain name, your domain needs to send them then to your website, so the two need to be hooked together. So after we get our hosting set up, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to get your domain name hooked to your hosting. So as of right now, we're just purchasing it, and in the meantime, your domain is going to be parked at wherever you registered it. So if somebody goes to your domain name, it's just going to say this domain is parked at GoDaddy, blah blah blah. So that is how you go about and you purchase it. You want to, of course, keep your login information so you can access your account later, which you will need to do once you get your hosting set up. So that's it. That's how you go ahead and get a domain name, and I'll see you in the next video.